Hello, hello. This is the first episode of Mike on the Mic. I am Mike. Duh. This is a Mike on the mic. I appreciate y'all for joining me. Um, just a quick little video that I wanted to drop real quick, just talk about the victory, a big victory, from a big game. I really am happy with what I saw yesterday. Um, especially from Stefanski. Man, Stefanski, I'll put it out here now. Um, I am not a Kevin Stefanski fan. Um, he is a talented play caller. He knows his X's and O's. Um, he is not a bad head coach. I want to say that. I'm not a fan of him because he is, uh, to me, he does not put players in the best position possible. And I'm not a fan of coaches who kind of stick to their system and are stubborn in changing their system no matter what type of player they have. I like a guy who will acclimate the system to the players they have. If you've got speedy receivers, let's not go out and try to run the ball a million times. Or not just speedy receivers. Say you got talented, top-notch receivers, not a good running back, shaky run blocking offensive line, but yet you want to go out and you want to run the ball all day. Not a fan of stuff like that. And there's plenty of coaches who have that type of mentality. And I've over the years I've seen that with Stefanski. I have not been a fan of that. Not a huge fan of his leadership style. Uh, I'm not a big let guys kind of run amok and do what they want within the locker room kind of guy. I like more of a disciplinarian. Jadeveon Clowney situation last year is a perfect example. Even though Stefanski is the running the offensive side of the ball, and obviously he had Joe Woods taking care of the defense over there. The issue is that the defense wasn't being taken care of. They didn't look good on the field, and obviously behind the scenes in the locker room, it wasn't too great either. When you have guys saying that they're just not going to play on a certain down, and they legitimately just don't play on a certain down, but you continue to play them every other down they want to play. Stuff like that is ridiculous. And when you are the head coach, it doesn't matter that that is the defensive side of the ball. You need to go take care of that when there's stuff happening like that over there. And the fact that they allowed Jadeveon Clowney to just do that, and that was the type of atmosphere around the team in general last year, especially the defense. That defense did not want to play at all last year. They didn't care about going out. They didn't believe in that system. They didn't celebrate anything. They looked horrible. Granted, we brought in a bunch of players this year, which helped the defense. But ultimately, my main point is that Stefanski just allows too much to happen underneath his roof. In my opinion, you gotta take some control in there because that type of stuff it leaks out all over the locker room. All the players see that stuff. All the players see how you handle that, how you let guys do certain things, get away with certain things. So these guys are human. They're gonna slack off in certain areas. Not everybody has a ton of integrity. You think because these guys are in the NFL that they just work hard 24/7 and they don't need anybody to push them, and they don't need that motivation, that they just go out and create the motivation and discipline on their own. That's not the case for every player. That's not the case for a lot of these players. A lot of these players, man, they need that motivation, especially some of them once they make it to the league, man, they getting paid already. So guess what? I'm getting paid. If I'm not liking the system I'm in, or if I'm not liking the coach, yeah, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna play. Like I'll play hard enough to where obviously I'm not quitting on the team, but I'm also kind of quitting on the team because they're not getting my best effort. They're not getting that passion from me. They're not getting that competitive edge where I need to go out and we have to make a play. You're not getting that. You're getting more of just a, hey, let's go, guys. Yeah, good job, good play. But if we don't get it, whatever. Whatever. I'll just go home, get paid, and go to my mansion. You got to motivate these guys. And Kevin Stefanski, it does a horrible job to me of that. But I don't want to. I don't want to dwell on Kevin Stefanski this week, especially not this week, not even last week. Man, I mean, he every week he has something where I'm just like, what are you doing? But these past 2 weeks, I got to give him credit, man. The guy has been stepping it up. All the things that I can say I don't like about him, he's handled better. Last week, um, after the Colts game, trying to play Deshaun Watson, which I thought was absolutely dumb. How can you not see in practice all week that this guy has no zip on his passes? Um, the guy did not have it last week. Like, I don't even understand why he was able to go out there and start. But that brings me to a compliment of Stefanski that he did last week, where after that Colts game, first time he talked to the media, he was like, Deshaun, like Deshaun shut down. He's done. Um, he won't play this week. I liked when he did that. I loved when he did that after that Colts game. I keep saying last week. I apologize. After that Colts game, I loved that. That was a great decision, man. Because you can't allow this guy to keep going out there wasting reps. That's number one. Because PJ Walker, DCR, whoever was going to be our second string quarterback, they need those reps. Those are vital reps for them, for timing, for the receivers, the offensive line to get in tune with the blocking, the cadence. All those are vital reps. It's not just practice. It's not just go out, let me just check a box. These are vital for those guys. Um, Vital. Deshaun Watson going out there and trying to see if he can play was not that's not a smart use of your time. It's not a smart use of your time at all. Uh, so he did a great job shutting him down after that Colts game, saying, "Man, he's not playing against the Seahawks. Like we're not gonna try to play him. We're not gonna see if he can start. We're not gonna give him starter reps. PJ Walker's a starter. Cool. Like I like that. I liked that a lot. Great job from him on that. This week, I think he handled it great. Just the play calling. I think he is getting. I'll give him credit on this. He is getting more comfortable with handling controversy um, and decision making. I'll give him some credit on that. He has improved, or at least in my opinion, I've seen an improvement. Or maybe I'm just getting so used to it, I'm becoming numb to it. I'm just like, man, I guess he made a good decision. But no, he is, man. He's stepping up and making some good decisions, um, and being a leader. I think that's what he's been not being. He's been trying to be an offensive coordinator, but bro, you're the head coach. Like you can't just wear an offensive coordinator hat and think that's cool. Like you are the head coach of the team. They all coming to you for answers. They asking you. If the play don't work, or if Clowney doesn't want to play, or whatever XYZ, you put Deshaun Watson out there and he doesn't look right. At the end of the day, it's all coming back on you, Stefanski. You, you, you are the one that got to go out there, face the bullets, face the noise, answer the questions every week. Andrew Berry talks never, once every couple months. You get you. He's got to step up and be a leader better. But again, I keep going back to trying to talk about the things I don't like about Stefanski, man. Let's focus on the positive. He has been doing great. Play calling's been good. I love the game plan versus the Seahawks. Love the game plan versus Seahawks. We just need better execution, which is not Kevin Stefanski's fault. He cannot go out there, call the plays and throw the passes and block and do all the execution and hang on to the ball and not throw off people's foreheads and all that. PJ Walker decided to do all that. He out there, the guy, the guy, PJ Walker. I got to give him some credit, and I'm not gonna bash him because the guy, it's an opportunity for him. He's not out there playing like he's the Cleveland Browns quarterback. He's going out there playing like I'm trying to be another team's quarterback. I'm trying to show another team that I can be a quarterback. And you typically don't do that. By going out and dinking, dumping, and just running a system, which is what he should have been doing. He should have just if the read is not their number one read, drop it off. Just dump it off to the running back in the whatever in the flats, wherever it is. But he's not a dump off kind of quarterback. He's a big play, I want to go for it kind of guy. Because again, this was his opportunity. PJ Walker has been a part of the NFL for years. Years. He's trying to jump up to that. I'm trying to get another opportunity after this. After I leave the Browns, I'm trying to start somewhere or cling to another team. Because we drafted DTR. He's going, unless they just spot to draft him and say, man, he played one game, he's horrible. and cut him, which is not about to happen, DCR will be our backup quarterback. So PJ Walker wasn't playing to necessarily just win those games. He was playing to try to win, yes, but also try to show out for other teams, other scouts and stuff. So he was probably trying to put some big plays on film. So that's where a lot of those turnovers were coming from. But man, Stefanski just he's been doing a heck of a job play calling, man. That scheme he had for PJ Walker was perfect. All the screens, like all those screens he was running, I'm usually not a huge fan because of the timing of them when he usually calls them. But man, we were killing them with screens, tight end screens. Everybody caught a screen. It was crazy. Great game plan from him. We should have won that game. That's a game we should have won. We should have won that game. But to be sitting here 5-3, Deshaun Watson, our franchise quarterback, has barely played. We lost our arguably one of the top 3 players on our team. I think Miles is the best player on our team. Chubb is probably the second best. Chubb's the second best player on the team. Miles is an animal. Miles is the best player on the team, the most dominant player on the team. But Chubb is second best. You lose him this season. We lost our left tackle now. We lost our right tackle. Looks like both of them are going to be gone for the season. Obviously, Conklin's gone. We already know that. But Wills is looking like he'll be out for the season, man. I'm going to let y'all know that now. I don't think he'll be back. We've lost all these guys within this season. And Stefanski's done a great job. The team has done a great job. We are 5-3. That is impressive. We're 5-3. I don't know if that game yesterday put us in the it did not put us in a positive turnover battle, if I'm doing my math right. We should still be quite a bit off. So we're still negative in the total turnover battle, to my knowledge. And we are 5-3. That's unheard of. He's done a good job. Stefanski has of keeping the team together. He's been answering all the questions. I'm sure it's been annoying. I got to give him credit, man. I got to even clap for him on that. I don't clap too often, man. I got to give it to him on that one. He's done a good job this season with that. Which, again, decision-making and leadership has been one of my biggest knocks, but he's been a heck of a leader. Because to be without all these weapons and to still be producing the way that we have and winning games is impressive. Now I want to go to my next point, which is Deshaun Watson. He knocked off a lot of rust yesterday. A lot of rust. I didn't think he should play. I did not think he should play just because I didn't think he was healthy. I just thought after what I saw versus the Colts, and I was just like, there's no way. Like, let this guy just rest up. If he can play this week, give him one more week just to be safe. But I love the fact that he played yesterday. Now that he came out of it, from what I know, unscathed, didn't re-injure anything, didn't seem to aggravate anything, played great, knocked that rust off, got some positive momentum, and I think that was a huge and great decision by Stefanski to play him this week. Kudos, man. Once Deshaun Watson keeps this up, the Browns are going to be serious. I just got done telling y'all, man, we 5-3 and he's barely played. Not only has he barely played this season, y'all got to understand he's barely played. Though we've had him for over a year now, this man has barely played or been a part of our team. Like, he has hardly been around the team when you think of how long he's been here. Last year, he was only able to be a part of the off-season activities in the beginning because once training camp started up, he could not. You got to be gone, so he wasn't able to be there. I mean, no chemistry with the team. He comes back middle of the season last year, while other teams, all the defenses he's going up against are in mid-season form, have knocked the rust off. He comes in dealing with all the legal stuff he's going through, all the mental stuff, trying to knock rust off, while also dealing with the pressure of, I just got paid this big contract. Everybody's counting on me. Everybody's been waiting on me. Jacoby Brissett has been playing pretty good, looking good while I've been gone. Now I'm stepping in. Everybody's expecting us to take off. I thought they were gonna take off just because I know the talent of Deshaun Watson. I was like, man, what we getting, like people don't even realize what we getting, man. We getting a top 4 quarterback in the NFL. But the reality was, man, the guy's human, man. He has so much rust and stuff to knock off. Like I said, going up against defenses that were fine tuned, already knocked the rust off. It was too much for him last year. This year, I think he was still knocking some rust off, just like all the quarterbacks. If you look at the first couple weeks of the season, man, quarterback play was horrible, horrible, horrible. Offenses did not look good. So Deshaun Watson, we didn't look good either, and it makes sense to me. Against the Titans, you start to see him ramp up. Unfortunately, that's where he suffered that injury. But now I'm telling y'all, y'all saw it a little bit yesterday, and he was rusty the whole first half. He didn't really, he still looked shaky, and you could tell he did not have that confidence in the first half, just by the throws he was making and the throws he wasn't making. You could just see it. But after he had that, I think it was that corner route to Amari Cooper, he he looked different. He looked different. He took a hit there as well. It was like on a third down scramble. He took a hit and they popped him right on that right shoulder, man. He popped right up, got to talking his stuff. I loved it. That's that. I'm telling y'all, that's the type of stuff that's gonna change this drag, boring of an offense. And I say like the boring offense, not in the play calling or any of that. Just in you look at what the defense does when they make a big play, all the celebrations, all that, man, they hype, they jumping around, they happy to be out there. Schwartz smiling and laughing on the sideline. You don't see or feel that energy from the offense. But now that number 4 is in there, that's going to change. You already saw it a little bit with Njoku, man. He did the little 3-arrow archer, and then he did his little chief spike. Man, you saw the celebrating with Deshaun. You saw Kareem Hunt, and I think it was Njoku throwing up Deshaun's hands on the sideline as if he was like the champ. Like that type of stuff, man, that's what you now want to see. You got to see that type of stuff because that means these guys care. When you see guys and they just out there and, yeah, we scored a touchdown, just hand the ball, which is cool. Guys like Chubb and Cooper are unique. Like, that's cool for them. Some guys are just naturally like that. That's who they are, no matter what. But most of these guys, man, they want to run around. They want to jump. They want to do cartwheels and flips and the Higgins red carpet walk, all that stuff, man. They want to do that kind of stuff. And I feel like Stefanski doesn't bleed that type of mentality naturally. That's not his personality. And, teams take on the personality of the coach. So since Stefanski doesn't have that personality, I think Deshaun is going to just Deshaun's like style, the way he, his swag, man. He's going to go out there and he going to have them guys out there with that swagger too. And I think that's going to be huge. I think that is going to be huge. The more comfortable, more games we can just get with him and Stefanski together, the better. Right now, while Stefanski is here, because I want to say it again, I don't want Stefanski here long term. I don't think he has it. I hope I'm wrong. I hope by the end of the season we hoist a Super Bowl trophy and I can be like, phew, yeah, I hope we keep Stefanski now. He proved me wrong. I hope that's the case. I just don't see him getting us to the Super Bowl. But in the meantime, all these games that him and Deshaun are stacking together, man, they just gonna get better. Deshaun's gonna look better. Stefanski's gonna look more comfortable. Man, they're gonna learn each other more. It's vital. It's vital, 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 vital for this team because I'm telling y'all, Deshaun's not going anywhere. Like all of y'all that don't like Deshaun, which I don't get. I get why the off the field stuff. Like I get it. You can have your own opinion. I'm not here to speak about any of that. But man, if you're gonna have that mentality with Deshaun, do you realize a large quantity of the NFL players are people that if you looked at some of the charges they've had against them, some of the things they've been accused of, you would just not be able to watch the NFL then. Like that's what kills me about all these people that just talk about Deshaun and never wanted him and he wasn't worth it. Why not? Like what? Do you realize all these guys in the NFL got that type of stuff to go on just because Deshaun Watson is a franchise quarterback and all that, and it was blown up. But I'm telling you, man, these guys in the league are not choir boys. So if you're gonna have that mentality, start doing some research and digging deep on some of these guys, and you'll find yourself just not watching football because you won't be able to. You just won't be able to. Like it's too many guys in the league that have had accusations that you may not be a fan of. But back to football, strictly football. Yeah, our team went 4-3. Well, obviously Deshaun didn't get hurt until the Titans game, but we're a 4-3 team right now, and we haven't had our franchise quarterback healthy. If we can get I'm not even talking about Houston Deshaun. Not even gonna touch that, man. Houston Deshaun again it was Patrick Mahomes and it was Deshaun Watson. People talked about Justin Herbert making that leap and stuff like that, but man, those two quarterbacks were it. Josh Allen hadn't made it yet. Oh man, people forget Deshaun Watson was a beast, a dog. So if we can even get 70% of that, that's 50% better than PJ Walker. With this defense, it's trouble for the league. I'm telling y'all, it's trouble for the league. And it pains me to think, man, this team with Chubb, it just pains me to think. It really does. It does. This team with Chubb, a healthy Deshaun, nasty. We have a Super Bowl roster, without a doubt. Without a doubt, we do. We have a Super Bowl talent roster. We have the talent. We just got to put it together. We got to put it together, stay out of our own way. Um, Try to stay healthy, man. Injuries are stacking up on us. I feel like every week we just got people dropping like flies. Goodwin's in concussion protocol. Jedrick's about to be looking like he's out, about to be out the whole season. And let me talk about Wills real quick. Wills has been struggling since he's been drafted. He had a really good rookie year. Ever since then, he's never really reached the point that people thought he would get to. Every time people think he's going to take a step up, he takes a step down or just a lateral step. But the past couple games, he's been playing better in my opinion. He used to be a revolving door, and if he wasn't a revolving door, he was a holding door. He was playing better. And I don't wish injuries or one injuries on anybody, man. So hopefully he's all right, man. He's got a tough road ahead of him. Just based on his reaction, you could tell like he knew that was the face of a man that knew I'm about to have some mentally hard days, physically hard days with the injury, but stay strong, Jed, man. Stay strong mentally, because that's the first place where things start to deteriorate, man. So keep your mental strong and man, get back healthy. Injuries are piling up for us, man, but the sky's the limit for us. The sky's the limit for us. If we get Houston Deshaun, if he starts to look like that again, whoo, trouble. But we'll see next week. Next week is a huge game. Huge. We're not facing the 1-7 Cardinals no more. You facing a team that's got the talent. You facing a team that also looks across the field and says, man, we got dogs over here too. We don't care that y'all flying fast around on defense. Yeah, cool. We got dogs over here too. Best believe, they looking and they saying, we beat y'all last game. We know y'all ain't have Deshaun. Y'all got him this time. We gonna see. Because they was talking that noise last time we played them. I don't know if y'all remember. I think it was Roquan Smith was over there, their linebacker. I think he was over there saying, we about to go there in their house in Cleveland, and we gonna beat them in front of their wife and kids. That's what he said. That's what he said. And then they did it though. That's the problem. They beat us in front of their wife and kids. They definitely did. So I hope, man, these Browns players, they don't forget that. I know they ain't trust and believe. They remember all that. The defense, I can't take that game serious from the defense just because, man, when you got a rookie quarterback over there and you come into the arena thinking, or you wake up in the morning thinking that your franchise quarterback will be starting, and you don't find out that he won't be until that morning, man, it takes the wind out the sails. And then you got a rookie quarterback over there who didn't have a game plan, couldn't keep a drive together. So the second the defense was getting off the field, they were coming right back on the field. And man, that's taxing. That's taxing, not just physically. Like, not only physically are you tired because you haven't left the field, but mentally, it's like, man, what is happening? We can't even move the ball offensively. So that Ravens game, the first Ravens game, we took that L fair and square. But I'm wiping the slate clean for this next one. It's a completely different game for me. When you introduce number 4 in there, we got our quarterback. It's a completely different game across the board. It affects special teams and defense. It's not just getting number 4 on offense and affecting the offense. So I'm excited to see this game. It's going to be a big, big test. They're going to be talking. They were talking last time. They didn't already beat us once. So we going to see. We going to see if that last game was a fluke defensively, because best believe, you know what I'm saying, I'm wiping the slate clean on it. They were moving the ball on us, running the ball. We didn't give up a ton of points, but it just, with the turnovers that the offense was giving up, man, it's just hard to really gauge uh, where that defense would have been, what level the defense would have been able to play at if they would have been able to have a normal offense on the field to complement them. Um, but with that being said, man, I appreciate y'all. I think I'm gonna wrap this up. Just a little short video. I'll be talking to y'all again sometime this week before the game. I'm hyped for this one. As you can tell, I'm hyped, man. I'm a huge Browns fan, huge everything Cleveland. Cavs had a big win last night against the Warriors. About time they're getting back on track, because you can use health as an excuse, but they weren't looking good regardless. Um, Still looking a little soft. I don't want to say that too loud, because man, it might end up being true, because they still look a little soft. Look soft, real soft. Really, like super. So we'll see how that goes with them, man. My hopes aren't too high that Jared Allen just decided that he was gonna be tough all of a sudden. Mobley still gets pushed around, but I digress, man. I appreciate y'all for coming and hanging out with me, listening to me. Y'all could have been doing anything right now, so I appreciate y'all. I love y'all for that. Please like and subscribe. I plan to be doing this at least once a week. I plan to drop a video. Um, Probably start going live here soon. I got a few things I got to get set up, a few little wrinkles I got to iron out. But I'm gonna be doing this. I love sports. I love sports, man. I like I'm a sports fanatic. Cleveland sports is my stuff. Uh, Cavs and Browns. I cheer for the Guardians. Not a huge baseball fan, but man, I love sports. Love to talk about music. Definitely be coming in here talking about just the culture and things like that. But man, I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. I love y'all. God bless y'all. Take care of yourselves. Man, be blessed and peace.